Hey everyone, and welcome on into episode 3 of building an Imperial Outpost on Kashyyyk. Now this episode, guys, we get more awesome work done. I mean, we get tons of stuff done, so do make sure to stick around throughout the entire video to see everything we get done, because it is a really fun-packed week. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, any tips you might have, leave them down in the comment section below, and without further ado, let's get building. So I started off this week by working on the base, and that began with building up some of the walls, and then moving on to the hangar bay and doing the flooring in that as well. Alright then everybody, so as you saw in the time-lapse there, I have built up the walls and a good portion of this hangar bay here. So we'll start off on the walls that we have done. So you can see we've built them up quite nicely, quite high as well, and we've got some details in there. Down below we have some cheese slopes and lever pieces, or lever pieces, whatever they are, switches. You got these things here, and they look quite nice. We've got 4 of them, 1 here and 3 here. Above that, on this side, we have these slopes on each side, then some circular dish things, and then some grill plates. I'm not too sure how to describe this really, but in my opinion, it looks quite nice, and it's a nice like Imperial effect, so I'm quite happy with how that came out. Now moving into here, you can see we have a door. Now I believe I did this bit off camera, or the majority of this bit off camera, I can't quite remember, but I believe I did, and I'm quite happy with how this looks as well. You've got like the nice effect of it being open, but you can still sort of see where it would be or where it is, so I'm very happy with how this turned out. And moving into the hangar bay as well, this I'm really pleased with. So what I did here is I took out the plates that we originally had, removed all the filler brick, and laid out some snot technique, or laid out a nice snot technique, and integrated some of these nice white patterns and yellow patterns in the middle. And I'm really happy with how this turned out, and does look like quite a nice Imperial style hangar base. So very happy with how that turned out. So that's what we've got done so far in this episode. Now what I want to move on to next is foliaging out this area here, or getting the nice foliage all put in. That would be quite good to get this whole area done. I also want to build up some of the details in the walls of the hangar bay, especially on this side, and try and finish off the door completely. So we'll see what we get done in this episode, but without further ado, let's get building once again. Okay guys, so I have now foliaged out this entire area, and I'm really happy with how it looks. I've got like a nice dense feel to it, which really does capture the Kashyyyk vibe, and let me know what you think of this section down in the comments section below. Now, going into the base or the hangar bay as well, you may notice I've done a little bit of detailing here, but not too much. That's because I want to build up all the walls and stuff for this area first before I get into the detailing, and just decide what's actually going to be within the hangar itself before I start detailing things out, because in the end it might not all fit in considering what I want to put in. So I'm going to work all that out first. Now, what I want to move on to doing next is creating a prototype design for a window, which will go up here. It'll be a pretty big window, and just create like a nice prototype design for that. It may not be the final design, but I just want to get on to working some ideas for that window. So let's jump into another time lapse of me doing that. Okay guys, so there is the prototype design for the window. I'm very happy with how it came out. Now, I won't be using this exact one in the mock itself. I'll be using a different version because obviously here we've got a bunch of like damaged or sun damaged pieces and stuff, so I'll be using a different version, but using probably the exact same design, maybe a little bit longer, but I am very happy with how this one looks. And let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this as well. Again, it's better than having just a square or rectangular window because you've got like nice curves in the edges and stuff. So yeah, I'm very happy with how this turned out, and I'm very excited to be using this in the mock. So for the final bit of building this week, I decided to do the second base plate, and that began by adding in all the Technic rods or Technic beams around the edge of it, and then putting in all the filler brick and plating it as well. So without further ado, enjoy this time lapse. Okay then everybody, so as you saw in the time lapse there, I have now added on an entire another 48 by 48 base plate. Now, I added in all the filler brick, all the Technic rods along the side, or Technic bricks along the side, and also added over all of the green plates as well, and I'm really happy with the progress I've got done here. Of course, the height will vary, as has done in this area of the mock, in this area as well, but we'll get to that in future episodes, obviously, when we build up the terrain in this area. But I'm really happy with all the work we've got done this week. Of course, we've got that awesome bit of the base done here. Really happy with how all of this has turned out. We've got this nice bit of foliage done and added on this entire other section, which really gives us a lot of freedom now to work with pretty much whatever we want on the mock. So I'm really excited for the future episodes, and I'm really happy with everything we've done so far. And yeah guys, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for episode 3 of building an Imperial outpost on Kashyyyk. Of course, if you did enjoy the episode, please do make sure to let me know by leaving a like and subscribing to the channel if you are new. Also, any tips or suggestions you might have for the mock, please do make sure to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you on that. But without further ado guys, of course, have a brilliant rest of your day. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.